So HBO's The Last of Us is on its 3rd episode of the season, and it's one of the bigger shows that I've been excited for ever since I heard it was being made. And in all honesty, I didn't have high expectations for this show. Usually when a video game is turned into a movie or a show, there's always a multitude of problems with it. The main point people argue is that video games are an interactive and choice-based experience. And once you take that away, the story or even the characters can feel off. But this problem is almost non-existent in The Last of Us, most likely because the original show is so heavily story-based. And even if you don't want to do certain actions in the game, you don't have much of a choice, because you have to do it in order to progress in the game. This kind of dynamic makes it much easier for the game to be adapted to the show, and allows This kind of dynamic makes it much easier for the game to be adapted to a show, and allows very minor story changes to make scenes more impactful than it could be in the game. But I'm not here to review the show. Oh no, I'm here to talk about the elephant in the room. Yep, the thing every cuck has been complaining about. If you haven't noticed by now, the actress Bella Ramsey doesn't look like Ellie from the original game.
What?
Yeah, that's what everyone's mad about. Now, any normal person would hear me say that and think, huh, what's the problem with that? Well, apparently it's a huge problem to a part of the Last of Us community. And you might ask, where does this stem from? And the answer to that is simple. There are obviously some individuals who never outgrew their weird attraction to, might I remind you, a 14-year-old video game character. And some people might say, well, no, I just think Ellie should at least look sorta like the original game character. And whoever says that is a liar. How do I know this? Because you see everyone complaining that Ellie doesn't look the same as the game, but guess what? Sarah looks nothing like she did in the game either. But you don't hear anyone bitching about that. She basically looks the exact opposite of what she looked like in the game. So it's clearly not based on looking similar to the original game. And it's honestly mind-boggling how much hate Bella Ramsey is receiving over something completely irrelevant to her performance and her facet to the story. I have seen people outright dismissing the entire show just because Bella Ramsey is playing Ellie. And this does a complete disservice to the show's actors, performances, cinematography, and storytelling. I can't stress to you enough how annoying this is. And I've seen clips floating around saying that this girl should be playing Ellie, she looks like Ellie, she wanted to play Ellie, and nothing against her, I'm sure she's a great person and could have done well if she played the role, but I have to tell you guys a secret.
That's not how it works.
Now, I don't know her, but I think it's safe to bet that she's not an actress. And I guarantee you that the casting director or anyone else on the production team isn't scrolling through TikTok in search for someone to play Ellie. It's actually the opposite. The actresses come to them to try to get the part, not the other way around. Of course there can be exceptions, like the creator or the director had someone specific in mind to play the part of the main character. But there's a 99.9% chance that that's not what happened. Now, if you're one of those people who still complain about the casting choice of this show and still haven't watched it, I encourage you to watch it. Even if it's just the first episode, I guarantee you will enjoy yourself and completely forget about the differences between the characters. Because if you genuinely watch the first 3 episodes in the show and still say it's bad, I don't believe you. Because the appearance of the actress doesn't disrupt the story that hard. Hey, this is the end of the video, and I know you're about to click off, but hey, I also do captions, so